Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire, Steam Release Series, episode number 34. Alright, so what happened last turn? Well, since last turn. A few battles. I think we actually took out 1,600 people. 600, these are actual, I think these are not walkers. No, wait, these might be the walkers. Let's see. No, yeah, I think the twisters are the walkers. So we took out 600 Cyberus, which are some kind of troops, and 1,000 twisters. Really good results. Of course, it's a kind of a lost. I mean, at this point, we are by far technologically superior. So it's also not that big of a surprise if we're attacking militia and rebels and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Applied science guy. I did try to check. I have the blanket excuse. Not if I do anything stupid, which I've already been doing in videos. Just gonna blame, you know, I'm gonna invent some reasons, like not sleeping enough or something. Applied science, we're gonna go with this increase because even though I just showed you that I showed you the wrong thing, let me confirm this just so, you know, on a basis of trust. But trust what I'm doing is right. We don't have any applied science things that we have to discover. There might be one, maybe, but basically none. We have a lot of research to do, and they're all linear, so it's going to be a long time. Orders of battle. Take me to formations. There's not very many good options left. I actually think that you could make a case for a heavy RPG army. The reason for this is I don't think infantry and RPG troops really mix that well together. I haven't used RPG troops enough to say. In fact, this still might be a bad combination. It might be better to use a normal RPG. However, if you're up against armor and you could place these units in key spots, I feel like that would be a big advantage. You wouldn't have to dilute your normal troops. I mean, specialization is always better if you can get the specialized troops where they belong. And this is like the age-old debate. Do you want, you know, specialized troops or ones that are good at pretty much everything? That said, I'm actually trying to see what the heavy assault group has to offer. This is a better balance, as I was already mentioning, of infantry versus light armor. I'm just not sure if we get to something which is mechanized down this group. So let me just go down the group and go down this like area and find out. 449, it's going to be a long time for us to get that back. But it's not a big deal. Ominous sealed door and Gagoyas. We're going to do the science roll. Is it possible that Governor of Gagoyas can get some kind of, what would this be? A science roll for you. Is there, damn it, I didn't check this off camera first, which I really ought to have, but is there any way we can get a science roll increase? Science roll increase. Next skill roll, but this is, I don't know what this is. Yeah, it just doesn't say exactly what it's going to help them with. Skill roll. Probably based on that skill roll, you know, whatever. It's probably not going to be science. Yeah, we do have a lot of things here. And we got another one of these. I forgot to show the vidcom. That's right. Discovered light helicopter, which is very cool. Good job. Got charged Gauss small arms is now an option for research. Military research is already busy on something, but that's for sure going to be our next option. Mechanized heavy machine gun infantry. That's why we're able to research another one. And this is a really good one. I mean, I can see the value in it. Infantry are really good too, but yeah. And mechanized RPG was what came up. There was the artifact, which triggered my response to actually go to the vidcom. And then some other crap. Alright, I know I continue to not use these, despite, okay, war stat, strength stat, science, no. Reduces corruption. I really gotta, you know, I have to stop and look at these and start using some of these, I really do. Because we're going to get a lot of points from rebellions now. We're going to have to deal with the fallout of the rebellions, but these mechanized machine gun brigades are are like awesome. They're so good at dealing with the low-tech units. They're really, really good at it, as we'll see. But it's been my experience now that we're really in good shape to deal with the rebellions, so we get some fate points. I don't see any way to benefit this, so here we go! Oh my gosh, wow, we did it. Okay, so it seems safe, sir. Whatever they quarantined the past must be long dead. Excuse me. Got the mine points that we wanted. I did this in the wrong order now that I think about it, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and upgrade this, because it's Gagoyas, and I think that they're pretty much set. And here's the reason why I might have done this in the wrong order. We probably should have done mined second, so that it was already... Well, no, none of these directly decrease. So here's the problem. I don't want to increase relations, but I don't think either of these actually do. Meritocracy is not... I don't want meritocracy. It's actually the thing keeping me from quality of life, which I really, really, really would like. It's just that we're so far away from it, I don't... Well, 3 points, but I mean, that's 3 points to get a 1% chance. We're not so far away from it. I'm trying to railroad everyone into thinking the way I am. No, this is actually going to be bad for meritocracy. It's going to put a heavy strain on our democracy. But I don't see any way around it, frankly. I don't think that there's a way around this, because it does not increase relations with Salzburg. I'm going to be going very fist-heavy very soon, so we don't want extra fist, because Salzburg, we already basically are going to start getting a ton of fist, because we're going to start decreasing relations with them, and then going to war, and all that stuff is going to be bad. Bad, bad, bad. I don't know, I wish I could provoke them into war, but all the things we can do, strategic cards. Anyway, I'm going to do this one because I like the relation bonus, especially with the economic council guy. Frankly, I wish I could replace this person. Is there a way to get militia up? Is there any way I can get the militia up? Let me do this. So frustrating. So now we have heart to deal with, which is not that big of a deal. We'll deal with the heart, but the meritocracy is going to bring this down to about, well, low 60s, which is not good. Let's quickly look for that thing I said. God, we have so many things to use that I don't remember what I was talking about. What are we looking for? Frickin' hell. Like I said, I'm tired. Let's see. Whatever, I'll just move on to the next item. Hopefully I'll remember later. Ah, man. Trade. As far as trade knows, we could actually sell some high-tech parts. Didn't I do this last turn? Were they selling for like 800? But this seems like a lot. High-tech parts were in good shape. Only getting 3 a turn, that's not a terrible amount. Not a huge number. We can only sell 5. Oh, no, that's only buy. We could actually sell 8, which is all the money the traders would have. I don't know about selling 8. I guess it would make sense to do that since we should be on the up and up with high-tech from now on, like until forever. But what would we do with that money? I guess buy some metal. No, metal looks like it's in pretty good shape. We can sell metal. Wow, selling 300 metal gives us... Okay. Maybe I should just hoard. God, we're getting a lot of industrial points too. Metal, I want more metal. I still want more metal because you don't run out of storage space from metal or rare metals. It's the only 2 things you can store infinite amount of. We're losing power. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that. We'll be taking very easy corrective steps towards that, though. It's going to get worse because we're still finishing to construct buildings, but let me... Are we there yet? We haven't even done trade, but let me just jump all over the place. Just doing this once, 1 solar panel, is probably enough. Goes from, what, 200 to 600? 300 to 600. So that's... Oh, that almost covers the deficit of 500. So this is 300. We'll do this. We'll go over here. Construct. Solar panel. And we actually can activate the solar panel down here. It's just funny the rebels managed to claim that one. So we'll go over here and we'll build another solar panel field. And that should be the 500 that we're currently lacking. Now that's not going to happen right away, but we have a good storage built up. Again, we are building more things, so we're going to have to kind of continue to improve the energy situation. We'll probably be going to level 2s of the solar panels in both Gogoyas and Losheim as soon as they're done. I have other construction items to go, but I'm really getting off track. Trade. So, what was it? It was a fist. That's right. Strategic cards. Look at I remembered. It's by some miracle. Let's go to majors. And let's see what we can do to piss these Halkan people off. We can provoke them. Now, I don't know if we will actually even succeed. Chances are not. No, I'm sorry, Lucinda, you are not very good at your job. At least not yet. What can we do that would be... non-aggression pact? Is there anybody who I'd actually want a non-aggression pact with? Probably not. I mean, Teresos, it's interesting because we have, like, almost everything with them. Can we eventually incorporate people? Is there... I don't think so. Majors... But no, there is some kind of allied victory, I think. I've never gone this path. I don't even think I've really considered it. Embassy, obviously not. Friendship pact. Wait, what? We can't... We need a non-aggression pact? And then we can become friends? And then probably that leads to a military pact eventually, but... Do I want to head that route? I don't really care about expanding in that direction, honestly. The main threat, in my opinion, is... I mean, for victory, is Prefectoreso. And that is the only other bordering major to them. So it does seem like a good idea to actually, you know... We're already scientific. Yeah, let's look at who wants to scientifically cooperate with me. We don't have diplomatic confidence. Well, these guys are hostile. I don't think that they're a good, really good candidate for... We're already... Yeah, we don't really have a good use for these cards, unfortunately. Okay, what if we target... I need to have trade relations. So we don't have a way of dealing with this except for provocation. What if I just wanted to declare war? Let's go over here and see what this would do. Only 12%? Only 1d10 happiness damage? Okay. I don't want to. I'm actually surprised that these people are not going to be... Well, you're going to be pretty upset. But I don't want to do this. However, let them know that I am testing the waters. Okay, well, let me actually continue to get going with this episode. I have all the things mapped out, just have to do them. Construction-wise, I want to do what? All mapped out, he says. Yeah. Yeah, I actually do want to do a minor high command palace. We're still looking like really, really good as far as bureaucratic points. I mean, population goes in Halkan. What else would it benefit us to do here? I don't think quality of life is super important, but the research bonus points, I feel like we might as well take them. I mean, they should help eventually. I wonder if the security... Oh, training bonus points? I thought that that's not actually training bonus points, though. I thought that was something else, but let's just do both. I mean, these are not going to take that much power. We may want to start researching some technology, some of the applied science type stuff to reduce power. Yeah, let me go with a university. Let me also go with a barracks, just in case it does help things. One thing we could also do is begin reducing radiation from Halkan as well. Another thing we could do is upgrade our high-tech industry. This would take 8 rounds, quite a lot of high-tech parts. I don't think we're yet to the point where we can do that. I definitely do want soil demetallization as soon as we can get that, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer. Food situation is positive for the first time. That's probably due to us actually having food being produced successfully. Here, 1,000 of it. My goodness, that's a ton of food. Holy crap. Wow, no wonder. Jeez. Okay, well, construction. What other construction? Gagoyas. I have this mapped out, I swear. Bureaucratic office. Yes.
Aye, sir.
Construct. Airfield. Yes, airbase. I knew that was one thing I had to do.
Aye, sir.
And then the big question is, can we afford, because I mean the metal is no longer a concern, it's really population concerns, power concerns, stuff like this. Can we afford to get the high-speed rail? We don't need it. And mind you, we can't even use it until we connect by rail. I refuse to connect by rail until we have Salzburg. Probably we don't really need it, and it is pretty expensive. So let's just wait at least one more turn. University bonus points, I still think that is a good thing to do. Let's do it, yeah. And I think that's all we want to do here. We may want to get the hydroponic stuff going on, I don't know. Recycling facility, we don't need that. Industry, no. Mainly we're just looking, oh yeah, we're still, oh yeah. This one I don't think I can afford from a population standpoint. Let's just take a look at how Losheim is doing. We have 40,000 people, oh sorry, 35,000 people who are not employed by the private industry. And we have about 10,000 jobs, 11,000 jobs available then. Well, that's actually quite a lot of people who could possibly be put into work. And not only that, but Losheim seems the population is growing. Let's actually maybe check where they're coming from. Are they coming from my places? That's the only one I don't want to see. Free folk mainly, natural growth, and free folk migration. Okay, that's good. So they weren't even stolen from my other cities. It's quite nice to see. So if that's all said, then we do have the means to do, I think, Bureaucratic Office 3. This would be an increase in 6,000, basically call it 7,000 workers. We do have 11,000, but we also are currently finishing some things. Let's take a look at those. VidCom, which is not going to be much. I think it's 100 people, maybe 200. Whoops, 1,600. 500 to 600, that's actually a lot of people. Demetallization is a lot of people. What? Is everything I said? Yeah, no, 3,000. It'll be 3,000 workers. Oh wait, that's only for demetallization 1. It's only going to be 1,000. Solar panels is 300, I think. It's very, yeah. Well, it says 200, but I actually, oh, it's 100 workers for upkeep, right? So I need to add 100 to all these numbers. I still think we could squeeze or would be able to afford the bureaucratic, the people for the bureaucratic office by the time we got it built. Although another thing we have to consider here, and I think that this is where I'm going to go instead, is that Losheim is actually still losing points for quality of life. So instead, we're just going to go ahead and build a university. We're going to build the barracks. And you know what? We'll build a hospital too. So sacrifice bureaucratic points for worker happiness. That's fine. I think we have one more turn on our airbase here. No, finished. I don't think I'm going to build the airbase here. It's at level 2, so we can get fighter bombers already. Okay, so let's move on. Logistics and roads, strategic cards. Maybe I will just pause real fast and look through some of these cards and see which ones I can play. Alright, we're going to start here. I'm going to do personal wealth, which is going to increase loyalty. Yeah, I went through everyone on the list, just kind of figure out who is working for me right now. And when I was doing this, I also realized that we have what is it called? Advisor, Ivy, who's actually really good. She has science. We could have added her to had her advise the governor. I believe that this would have given him a very big boost to his science. We didn't, because I just didn't think, and I mean, honestly, this is a really small detail. You'd have to really know all your people pretty intimately to know to do this, but you could always just check. One of the people I was debating for a long time is, how do I deal with Burke? Because I actually like his skills. I don't really want to get rid of him. But he's kind of becoming unloyal. Disloyal? Yeah. Anyway, I want to get militia up. And I think there are ways to do that, but to start with, I think what I'm going to do is target him with a relationship increase. For loyalty, there's one person who has, like, high relations. I think it's Gordon here. He has high relations, but low loyalty for some reason. I can't really figure out why. I guess it's because his ambition is 98. Let's just keep him in check. So I'll play this card on him. And Happy Family. This is the one I think is going to be a little bit more important for us. We're going to try to win Heathcliff Burke back.
Roger that.
And we could probably do this with Gordon as well, but his relations with us are already pretty good. Okay, earlock for loyalty. I mean for corruption, anti-corruption. Wish I could have used that on Nash. Goodbye, Nash. Anyway, okay, that's it. So now I need to go and look at the other strategic cards. I went through units and leaders, and there's definitely units. So my thoughts on this, just real fast, is energy lances I want to use on walkers. I think that they will get the most benefit, because multiplicatively, if you, I think, it depends on if walkers get a bonus against vehicles applied before or after this card. And I think it's before. I'm hoping. So getting a heavy walker and then putting something like this on it will make it a very, very good anti-vehicle option. Anti-grav lifters, I'm going to look for something which is slow and clumsy. Word Android, I think this is plus 300 to both soft and hard attack. Just don't have like one of those elite units. I want to get the tanks out before I use some of these. So that's why I held off. We just went through the leaders. Lots of good stuff still to do. But, you know, we're going to run out of points, so we'll have to do another rebellion. And then, yeah, I'll have to look through the rest. Okay, well, I found a couple things I want to try. Give 500 to militia. I don't know how this will work, because I don't know if it'll help.
Copy that.
So is it only militancy? Wow. Plus 6 is just nothing. What the hell's the 5d6? We rolled basically the minimum roll. We could have rolled a 5. There's only a few options. There's only one option to roll 5. There's only a couple more options to roll 6. It's a pretty small percentage chance. Anyway, let's try that again.
Copy that.
Yeah, I mean, that was better, by the way, but I don't understand. This is not helping us. No, it's not. So that's not going to be the one we want. Well, we could do private investment. We might as well. I actually don't think we want to do it in Lausheim, because we don't have the population there. Let's do it in Halkin, just see what happens. Maybe they start going crazy and building some super fantastic stuff. I keep looking at HQs. I looked at these, and I know that there's some I should do, but... And maybe just the last thing we want to do here is a cabinet retreat, because why not?
Copy that.
And there we go. They get some experience. We have lots of points, and I really need to reduce the budget for the Supreme Council. Okay, all that strategic card stuff, we're going to call that out of the way for now, because I just can't win the Salzburg. I guess the Salzburg one, if I go back and I do this provocation, I suppose it does work in our favor. Even if it doesn't work, it probably just gives us 50% reduction. As long as we don't fail it completely, we still have like almost a coin flip chance to completely critically fail it. Wait a second, doesn't that mean our relations go up? Oh yeah, we do not want a critical failure, so never mind. Yeah, it's almost averaging out to 0, so no. Not yet. Okay, so moving on, logistics and roads. We don't really have anything to do. We're doing logistics by building air bases. Raise formations. I am in a raise formation. We do have a lot of metal. We're going to be getting more metal. What I'd like to do is raise our first air formation. And I think I'm going to go with the tactical bombers. Now, I'm sure it's the Trickster, because I checked this before we began the turn. Or at least before I started recording. However, let's go to the tactical bombers. Even though the Trickster has a worse design value, it's just so much better in terms of soft attack that I can't get away from using it. Now, one of the things which is pretty confusing to me is this is considered a tactical bomber, the Trailblazer. However, when I go to upgrade it, this is the only thing that is confused, and I actually think the Vic should change this. These things are currently grouped by their role, which works for all the other things, but actually if you were to change the Trailblazer to something else, its aircraft type would stay the same, so you're actually going to upgrade a tactical bomber and make it into a level bomber. As far as I know, the aircraft are the only things which can jump categories, and they wouldn't be able to do that if it categorized them not by their role, but by their aircraft type. So this Trailblazer is currently a tactical bomber, but I could make it, and I probably will end up making it into like a level bomber, or maybe a fighter bomber, or maybe it'll still stay as a tactical bomber, I don't know. But the thing is, the Trickster is really good, and we kind of just prefer that. because it's not quite double the cost. It's actually significantly less than double the cost for very much over double the soft attack. So that's what I'm going to get here. I want the trickster, not construction, raise formation, go back, do it again. So go to tactical bomber, and let's say we want tricksters. Okay, we have 87%. What are we missing? Oh god, we need ammunition. Yeah, so the one downside about this, I don't know if I showed it there, but I did look. These things take 1,000 ammunition per combat, which is quite a lot. So I'll get 5,000 ammunition just to get these guys off the ground. This is some serious ammunition usage. But at the same time, we actually have the means of doing that right now. It's only metal and IP, and I think that those are things we have in abundance. Not really metal, but soon, hopefully metal. At least for sure, we have an abundance of IP. So, finally, we can do it. Tactical, tricksters. We have 100% now. Everything looks good. They're not going to use food, really. Rares, all this, everything else is a one-time payment. Now, these are very, very recruit efficient, which is, I think, generally true of aircraft. They, what do they call it? Hit above their weight class as far as amount of troops, what they're doing for the number of troops you have. Yeah, and then let's just raise this formation. So this one should not have any movement. Okay, yeah, we have artillery selected. It's not, the aircraft's on top, but we don't have it selected. It's obviously just not going to be able to do anything this turn. Whether or not I place it in the air headquarters just depends on the feedback I get. I don't know what the benefit of doing that is. So I assume that there is some benefit. There should be, but in fact, my Supreme Headquarters actually is like extremely good at commanding troops. So I'm not sure if I get that much. Maybe it's because I can do a posture. Maybe that's why it's worth. I could do something like, what would benefit? Did any of these benefit aircraft? Action points minus defense, experience growth. That might be, no. Infantry forces, that's not going to be very helpful. Like a blitzkrieg, are these considered mechanized forces? Maybe not. Entrenchment impossible doesn't affect my aircraft, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know if there's any strategies or stratagems you would use, but okay, so let's move on to the actual movement of forces and all that. Somebody wisely pointed out that I am basically killing all my militia because they don't have radiation protection, and all my radiation protection people are now covering Salzburg. So my reaction to that is, that's a really good point, but I'm also not going to care. We're just going to stay on the front, weather the storm. Yeah, I can't care, unfortunately. It's just not something I can care about. We're going to do some attacks here. Let's get these guys into position. We do have artillery capable of doing an attack. I think they get 2 turns, maybe 1 turn. Well, with 1 turn, they did more than we typically had done, I mean, at least much in the past, with 10 turns. That was really effective. And now we get to see just how darn effective, 72-1 already, just how darn effective these APCs are. And they are darn effective.
Good job.
Yeah. So this was, I mean, I don't know if there's such a thing, but in a lot of these war games, you have this mechanic where if you defeat the enemy so solidly, they just get overrun. They just get shattered. This is a good candidate for that kind of mechanic. That's how we just completely dominated them. Okay, so I know this is going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to move this unit here. And that's because I want to do a lot of attacking with him. I want him to make it as long as possible. 64 versus 53. We're going to move him. You can't attack from there, so you actually have to move here. This might not have been the optimal. Anyways, we do have certainly the odds in our favor. These units are really good. Unfortunately, so last time I actually had some problems, just 1 point due to danger, but you can see 6 points of danger. The problem with this is that I think they measure whether there's an unobstructed line to the capital or to the city, which is pretty clever. Good job, Vic. So I left everyone up way over there. I mean, they're on the front line, right? The rebellion was not something I was originally planning, right? So anyway, I think what this is what we're going to do. We can just hope that we'll be able to kill them before we lose all our action points. And that was a smashing. Wow. 2,700 dead. 5,300 retreating. So that was extremely good. And I mean, it's like 2,700 dead that's quite a stat. I cannot believe they went there. In my wildest dreams, attacking 3 people, like 1, 2, 3, with the most the most action points being the person attacking from this side. How did they move there? That's like they. Yeah, it's just not where I wanted them to move, obviously. Okay, I can still defend us. The HQ's got to come over and actually sit himself on the front line, and I think that they're actually pretty capable of doing so. Yeah, so it'd be better. I mean, it's 1,100, but it's still 550 here. Considering the pummeling we gave them, this is a pretty combat capable unit. Okay, we have a little bit to do in the north. I don't really know where we're going here. We're just kind of building a road to supply these guys. And by the way, everyone got supply. I didn't even show logistics because it's all working. One thing I want to do is actually remove the connection to this road. So it's still a road. We can still benefit from moving quicker over the mountain. That's useful to do. However, from a from a logistics perspective, this is going to increase. So let's see what the current is this turn. Or let's say initial. It was 93.67. 86 gets up here. Next turn, now we have 107 getting up here because we're not going to split and then waste. So now it's really nice. It's really nice and simple. And we can build a ruins here if we want, but I don't think we're going to do that just because we did build a lot of government buildings last time this turn. So basically logistics is all set. We're not doing so bad. Could probably start thinking about getting the whatever we need next for logistics. Okay, we got cross hack, that's good. 10, move up, prepare to attack. I guess we'll just box them in, see if they counterattack or attack or whatever. Pretty good position here, besides the fact that we're really far away from a road. You know what, we got points, right? We got tons of points. Why not just continue to build this thing? I'm gonna go through the mountains, because I'm crazy. Yeah, we'll do that much for this turn, just to continue to try to eke out some supply. Honestly, I should be doing a sealed road that would reduce the reduction of... do we have a sealed road here? We do, okay, so... This is a road? Oh, this is messy. This is super messy. I need to like stop backwards flow. I probably need to do like all so there's no backwards propagation, like going in from Zoet and back into Bonanza. How does that even work? That's circular. Shouldn't there be like a collapse of the system or something? I don't envy Vic for getting this logistics system going, but it is a mess. I'm not going to worry about it. I was going to, but no, now I'm not. We'll just pray it works out okay. Alright, moving on to hopefully some more fun. We do have these units, or 1 unit? 2? Yeah, we do at least have 2 units here. That's good. We want more reconnaissance. Let's just get somebody to bombard. Ooh, twisters, which are considered mechanical, not... no, I don't know. We'll just blow them up. These take a lot. I mean, if we think our... I actually don't understand this. Why does artillery take so little ammo compared to aircraft? Like, artillery on the front, if you're firing them as often as I am, compared to like an aircraft dropping bombs as often as they can, there's no way that the artillery drops less stuff. I mean, fires less stuff. They don't have to carry it, they just truck it in from the ground. You can carry more on a truck than you can on an airplane. I mean, proportional to the resources it takes to get an aircraft or an airplane up. Okay, we're pretty much there on this. We've got some weird roads. Yep, go this way, and we're gonna smash this unit. Probably shouldn't have wasted, oh my god, we have this on this too. Yeah, I was gonna say, we probably shouldn't have even wasted this. Do they still have movement ability? No, not really. This is gonna be a slaughter. I'm not even gonna, you know what, forget it. I'm not gonna use anybody but 14 here, because 170 to 1, I think we're gonna have some good chances of success there. And we did. Alright, so you guys are untouched, which means you can do some stuff like this. Go and attack over here. This unit looks like it's not going to be long for the world. We can get more recon. Even more recon, perhaps. We'll do that attack for sure. Move this guy here, I think. Oh, we do get more attack points. So, what is this situation looking like? Yeah, we're going to need... we will need more units over here to attack. This is going to be a slaughter. Which means, can anybody else... What are you? Can you assist? Maybe you're actually better to help here. So, 50... and 13. Now we're already at 32 to 1, so we won this already. Let's just do that. So 12 can attack down the other way. Oh, it looks like we weren't... Oh, they actually surrendered. Perfect. So that unit was just simply removed. Which is very good news. Okay, 15 can't do anything. We might as well push them forward to extend our borders this way. Transport derelict as that economic points. Yeah, research bonus plus 100. Fantastic. That'll be good to get. Should I even just have the tank go up there and take it? Is it that important to me? It's possible that... No, I guess they have a city sign, but I don't see any free folk in it, so it's probably not defended by anything. You can't attack that thing anyways, so... Yes? No. No. Yes? No. The answer is no. Well, this is a little bit tricky. How do we deal with this then? Because I want that unit cut off. Okay, who all can attack this? And we're at 4.5 to 1. Those are just not the odds I want. These aren't the George you're looking for. I think we'll let them attack us. They don't seem to do a very good job on the offensive. Yeah, they are not very good on the offensive. So that's good. We'll just let these guys attack us. Let them beat themselves against the wall. And I think that's it for this turn, which pretty much was a full episode. Sorry about that. I'll see if we can at least get the next one started so you can ponder whatever my moves might be. But we really do need to go to war very soon. So gosh, how do we get, sorry, we're going to bog down just for another second. How do I get this up? Provocation? How do I get this? What am I saying? You are just garbage. But if you're charisma, you're going to like me at least. You're 21 years, quite young. Okay, I know what we have to do. We just have to make you good. It's going to be difficult. It can be done, they tell me. Diplomat. Shadow diplomat. Okay. Give you a shadow diplomat. Where are you? Foreign. Council. I think I could do it over here, but there you are. Now, give you... Medal of Merit is Charisma, Relations, and Seniority. Let's do it. I don't really think you're a great candidate for Foreign Affairs. No, I don't want to do it, because I want to raise your Seniority. I mean, although I'm kind of committing to you, aren't I? So maybe it's just that you're not that good. You're only a level 2. Let's just give a Shadow Spy as well, because maybe it helps. I don't fully understand all the time where those help or not. And then this is what I was talking about. Plus 10 bonus, Propaganda Assistant. We have quite a few of these.
Roger that.
Okay, so that's a lot of Charisma. I don't know if how much that's going to help, but let's just take a look and see what the stats are now. Yeah, didn't do anything. Good. Good. Yeah, I'm going to end the turn then. That sucks. Do I want to do anything up here with these people who are dying in the wasteland? Well, really, this is bombing practice. Can my bomber hit him from there? I don't think so. Probably just barely cannot. 11 hexes, I'm pretty sure. Okay, dogfighting. Recon. Movement. Where's your movement? Ah, there it is. Range 11 hexes. Can we get like a hex count? Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just do it the old-fashioned way. This is 8922. Yeah, it's 11 hexes. Well, plus 3. Yeah, plus 3. Okay, so it's 14. Yep, I think I've done this before. Sounds familiar. Next turn. Okay, history, quickly. Just jump to it, actually. A couple battles. They were trying to attack. Perfectoresso is moving in. Twisters killed half themselves attacking here. And then some desperate cyber snakes attack down here. No big deal. VidCom. Mass food pool? Done. Hydroponics are going to be really good now. Megazoid. Let's check this thing out. Oh my gosh. Automated turret has finished, but I think that means I can just unlock the design. I don't have it yet. Motorized assault infantry army. That's a good one. I'll probably do that so I can get the mechanized, or, well, I don't know if it works that way, but I'll still pretend it does. Heavy rocket engine has been completed. Got 217 credits, not too big of a deal. I guess we're the first one to go to one of these towns. Yeah, and then some other stuff which we don't really know what we'll do with anyway. Okay, Supreme Command Council priorities. This reminds me of one of the things I want to do is call my secretary. Secretary, one of these people. Damn it. Reports, overviews. There you are. I want to revise the budget. I think we need to cut down on the Supreme Council in particular. She's already down to 7%. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll go back down to even 6%. Where's that percentage going? It went to Foreign Council. That's not where I want it to go. Where do I want it to go, though? Model design? Maybe. Maybe, actually, I wanted to go to military. I think I wanted to go to military. So... 7 down to... Interior Council does not want to drop anymore. 12, 12, 7, 6. Supreme Council dropped 1. And you went up 1 and you went down 1. Nope, don't want you to be the one to take it either. Like, there's somebody who's cheating. Was it the Staff Council was taking it? Yeah, I guess so. Now everyone is the same except for Supreme Command Council and military research. Okay, yeah, because I think we actually have a lot of military research left to do. We also have a lot of applied science. The only problem with the applied science person is that he's not very good. So it's kind of a waste of points to put more into him. The Military Research Council, I think they also have more stuff to do than just military research. No, that's not correct. It's the Economic Council that does. Okay, so let me just leave this decision on the table until the end, until the next episode, so I can think about it more. There are a few things here I think we can do. So, assuming that this group is going to lose, that you're going to lose some points, I think I will keep this distribution the same, because we have too many political points basically, but we're going to reduce those a little bit, well, pretty significantly. Economic Council. We do have two. We don't need any discovery points, by the way, but we're not deciding the distribution right now. We're just choosing the next tech. I think hydroponics robotization is going to be the next one. You can't see, unfortunately, some of them because they're already partly researched. But we can look here. So volcanic energy tapping. We haven't seen a volcano yet. Water soil decomposition for water? No. Mining tech? No. Nuclear plant could be interesting. I think it's going to take radioactives and transform them into energy. I don't know what ratio that is. Let me actually do that probably next. But for now, let's just do the hydroponics. Military research, I think charge Gauss. I think that I already mentioned this is probably no brainer. There are some pretty interesting other options like laser rifles. Yeah, I think military research has to be the one. We just have so much on our plate. Let's shoot the charge Gauss rifles because they're just I think a strict improvement from Gauss rifles, and we haven't even researched those yet. We haven't employed those yet. So wow, there's a lot to do with the models. Can I just introduce you to my new favorite toy, the Megazoid? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love this thing so much. I have no idea what its movement rate is. Let me see. How... so you're like elite. I'll just put you as regular, but I'm going to build this thing. Design operational costs. Combat. 9. I don't see where the cost to move it is. I guess maybe I can click here. That would be smart. So movement modifier minus 20%. No! That's a bummer. I still think we're going to build this thing. I wonder why that is. Movement, did he have like bad engines or something? No, his weapon design is what's bad. Anyways, I think we're going to build this thing and continue to build it. Maybe I'm just a little bit over. Was I a little bit over on weight? Is that why? I probably was. But I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to build this thing. For sure we're going to build this thing because I love it. I love it. My whole army is just going to be walkers from now on. No, that's not true. But yeah, it looks like a really good thing. The next thing I think I'm going to go for is the light tank. Because I've been talking about maybe doing light tank brigades for a while, but this is a really outdated design. Because its structural design is only 100, we haven't really invested in anything. We just designed this thing, basically wasted points upgrading something that we may never use. I'm going to design a new one from scratch. So that's what we'll do here. We'll get to light tank, and we'll build a brand new design. If it's over 100, we'll use this instead. If it's not over 100, we'll go back and use the other one. 60mm howitzer, I'm still planning to have these as more of an anti-personnel role. Now, I've done both combinations off camera. 25mm just gets you absolutely nothing. There's no benefit to doing that over 50mm, because this will be exactly 400 total weight, exactly what your engine power is. So it's basically the perfect fit. So we're going from whatever we were. I think we were using a heavy diesel already, and we're going back to it. I honestly don't know how you can get away with anything but heavy diesel for a light engine design, or a light tank design. So we'll see what comes from that. And the roll just happened when I clicked that button, so I hope that we have a light tank with higher structural intent. So my like working, operating assumption, I should say, is that we are getting better and better structural results, but with a model designer who's like wicked good. That's not a word I've used in a long time, wicked. Anyway, let's go to the stats personnel cabinet. You, model design person. Yeah, so she is technician. Is this what they use? Mechanical devices used in model discovery, design, danger events. Yeah, so she has a level 35. We're total 94. This has been constantly improving. You know, as her experience goes up, she eventually allocates those points to various things, and she's allocated quite a lot of them to technician. Now so her suitability is now 96. It's really good. I'm guessing that 100 structural design is really like low for her at this point. Quite low. That's why I keep saying if I roll like a 94 or something that is terrible. It's not always terrible, but it is assuming that Rihanna has a huge impact, or at least even just a moderate impact on it. Now, we probably can't fail this considering our bonus is more than the average difficulty. It's possible they could get some really good rolls to the difficulty, but I'm just going to go say yes.
Wilco.
Critical success. Damage reduced. That's good. Okay, that's fantastic. We'll do that on the next one. Assets, did I play this whole turn? I don't even remember. So metal dropped in a huge way. Everything's dropping in a huge way, which means we just freeze what we're doing. Does logistics okay? Main way I want to check that is just by checking bottlenecks. Is there any red? There is a little bit of red, but that's probably because of people moving in a weird way. A little bit of black over here. We couldn't get to the true... Well, those guys were a little ambitious. I just want to get to that one area. So that is looking pretty good. I would say that we just barely didn't get all the way up here, but that's because the road cuts off early. So pretty understandable. Trade. I did not even look at trade this turn. Oh my god. Come on, Georgia, just get things together. Oh yeah, high-tech parts are way down. Did I even sell them last turn? I didn't even sell them, and the prices dropped. Well, not that much. It's probably the time to sell them, so let's just do that. Sell 4 of them. Metal is... I'm so glad, by the way, that I did not... Oh, that... I may need to buy metal here. Yeah, we'll spend the exorbitant amount of money to get 119 metal for some thousands. And then I'll sell... How many of these do we have? I'd like an update. 18. Yeah, we'll probably sell a few more then. This is probably the last time we'll ever be able to sell these. So I'm going to sell even another 5.
Roger that.
The traders are not full of money today, so we'll just tank the economy for high-tech parts. We always have rare metals and radioactives to sell if we really need it, but yeah, I mean, we have actually a lot of money. We just have nothing to spend it on, which means I probably didn't need to sell all those, but considering I'm tanking the market, I'm just min-maxing and getting money for nothing. Okay, I think that's actually what I'm going to have to call this video to a close here, because we're crazy over time, and I know this is a bit of a slow episode, but I say that pretty much every episode, maybe every other, 2 out of 3 probably. This game just requires, and sometimes I think about, why am I even playing this on YouTube? It's so slow, but enough people seem to enjoy it that we'll keep it going. I have fun playing this, but I have this constant anxiety about playing too slow. Anyway, I know I play too slow. We'll try to, by the by, we'll work on it. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Let me know if there's any advice on this. Oh my god, this is really bad though, huh? I'm assuming it's just because we started constructing all those things, and it shouldn't be as bad as I think. By the way, the ace up my sleeve for the power, it's not I'm not panicking, not because this doesn't look bad, because it does, but the ace up my sleeve is simply, I can just reduce like my heavy industry, all these things which are using power, they're using a ton of power, I can just cut them all down, like, where are you? Heavy industry. You're using 200 power, what if I just cut you down to 50%? So you'll only use 100 power. We could easily do that because we're making a ton in machine parts. We just don't need that many. In fact, if I was to sell anything, I should have sold machine parts. But so yeah, let's just cut this down. It's power usage, 50% productivity. That should save us 100 power right there, and we can just do that with a bunch of other things. I don't really need to do it for other things, but that's why I'm not worried. Food, that's interesting. Got this constant flux. Anyway, we can probably use our aircraft next turn too, which is interesting. Maybe, hopefully. Just have them bomb this unit once. I don't know. Until the next one, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.